two kids.
Oh, wow, not kids.
I think it was the lady Mom was talking to that were up in the front.
For those passengers seated in row 4 on the right side and both seats in row 6,
Pull the handle, twist,
please
we're
be
off.
advised you are sitting in an emergency.
I thought we'd start with is my mother's family. They started in Belarus, a town called Mogilev. The family lived there, and the original family name was Kliashtorny, which there's no possible way of transliterating it, I guess, into English. So part of when they came over, some of the brothers took the name Klastorner and others shortened it to Klask. My mother, who was at that time 14, her younger sister B was like 7 or 8, and their parents, Meshi Aaron and his wife. Because of the onset of World War I, they could not emigrate through Europe. So they embarked on the Trans-Siberian Railroad and entered the country in Seattle and migrated through Montana down to Sioux City. The three brothers had already been here. In the 1920s, he got together with another man who had a foundry, and they created the radiator caps with the Wing Victories for all of those old cars.
Right.
Sam was doing really well until Henry Ford came out with a, is that a beer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do we have an opener? He always has a beer.
Until Henry Ford came out with the Model A, which had a screw-top radiator cap, and that was the end of his foundry career, sculpting. Louis, the other brother, went to St. Paul, and he had a service station downtown St. Paul. He conceived of one of the first parking garages, and he became quite successful. Harry, who was the third brother, my mother's third brother, was a gypsy, and he kind of floated around. My mother's father was Meshi Aaron in Sioux City. He had a brother, Isaac, and they had a daughter. She had 2 sons, and the story there was that we had a small house in Lake Huntington, and Daniel was taking up one of the bedrooms, and this was at the time I was engaged to Tony, and we had planned a trip to introduce her to my parents and to the people in Lake Huntington, and then there wasn't a bedroom. So my mother came up with the idea that she told Daniel, you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to leave because we've got an outbreak of polio here. It would scare Daniel off, and that's how Tony met my folks.
Cleared out the bedroom.
And opened up a bedroom.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
My father immigrated with his brother Jaime and sister. This is my father's side of the family. They came from a small town in Lithuania called Aduchkas. The thing that was different about my father's family, there were 2 brothers and 5 sisters. The 2 brothers and 1 sister emigrated. The other 4 sisters were left. They were all murdered during the Holocaust. But anyway, he settled in Detroit. 1927, the Dodge plant closed. My dad, mother, there was no employment. Dad was living in a suburb of Detroit called Hamtramck, and my mother was visiting her brother Sam in Chicago, and somehow the word got out, and they met and they were married. The plant closed. My brother, my father's brother, lived in Jeffersonville. He enticed my dad and family to move to Lake Huntington.